Kia ora, Mr. Speaker. I am pleased to take a call on this, the final reading of this bill, which creates the new Heritage New Zealand body. I guess it's the progression of the Historic Places Trust into this new body, sir. So I remember speaking on this bill at its first reading, and it was so long ago. I think we were all just beginning MPs and trying to sort of find our way through. But it's nice to be slotting in here at the end, at its third reading, sir. And I just want to make a few remarks. I would hope, sir, that we do support the intent of this bill, which is to improve the governance of the Heritage New Zealand body, to strengthen the partnership, which is we do commend around the Māori Heritage Council and its alignment with the governing body, and we also support the I guess moving it into a autonomous Crown entity, but notwithstanding that, it's good to see the local branches around the country who are no longer members, who will no longer be members of the Historic Places Trust, still continuing on their important local community advocacy work. And we also do commend the fact that there is still the advocacy role contained within Heritage New Zealand, sir. And I'd like to, I do hope, sir, let's hope that come Thursday, Mr. English has a few more dollars to spare for Mr. Finlayson on heritage protection. We'll wait and see. But it would be nice to launch this new body with the resources so they can do their important mahi, because it is important that we do recognise, protect our historic places, our buildings and our wāhi tapu of our country, because they are, I guess they make up the identity of us as Kiwis, as New Zealanders. And so, sir, just reflecting on heritage, and I do recognise the contribution from Ms. Hoeti, that it's not just about buildings, but it is about places, and especially us as tangata whenua. Fresh in our minds, sir, are the recently commemorated sesquicentennial battles of Ōrākau, Rangiriri and Pukehenehene, and shortly there's one in Taonga. And the coverage of these commemorations, which has been received on Māori and mainstream media, has been encouraging, sir. I don't recall ever seeing the marking of those milestones ever across our mainstream media. So there is so much more to our rich history, sir, and you know, we definitely do want New Zealanders to know all about that, because everyday Kiwis, sir, pass by within metres of historical sites, and they never realise it. In the towns, cities, rural and coastal areas, history is all around, and it's ready to reveal its secrets, and all as it takes is a recognition and an information board of some description. But sir, I'm also aware of the difficulty some hapu and iwi face when dealing with wāhi tapu, especially on private land. Sadly, as more and more Māori became alienated from their land, the sacred sites of our people, many became locked up in private ownership. And so it won't come as a surprise to this House that not all private landowners care as much for wāhi tapu, but indeed they are very important to the tangata whenua, and it's encouraging that in this legislation, sir, there is a strengthened role for the Māori Heritage Council to be working alongside. I recognise the contributions from, I believe, Ms. Delahunty in terms of the amendment that was made to beef up the expertise and for tikanga and Māori matters through the archaeological sites. And so all of those elements to this bill, sir, are encouraging to see, and it's going to be good to see the new organisation carry on its new task under this piece of legislation. But sir, it's not also only about the wāhi tapu and about Māori winning battles, even though we were outnumbered 7-1. There are significant buildings that have historical significance that require the statutory umbrella of Pouhere Taonga. And just one case in point, sir, is it's been in the news recently, is the Harcourts building just several blocks from here. From memory, sir, that the landlord wants to pull down that building because it's deemed an earthquake risk, and he can't afford to have it strengthened to the required standard, and it's easier for him to build a new building that will be fully tenanted. So there's those catch-22 situations that arise, and so hopefully there can be some wise judgments given to those sorts of cases, and through the work of Heritage New Zealand. And lastly, sir, I'm aware of the impact of the Christchurch earthquakes. It's had a big impact on the mahi of the Historic Places Trust, and we know that their resources have been stretched in all areas, and those people have been charged with saving as much of our historical heritage in that fine city. But they also face some serious dilemmas over building integrity versus the safety of the public. And so let's hope that by strengthening the statutory powers and the creation and the governance of this new body, Heritage New Zealand, Pouhere Taonga, and also hopefully by strengthening its budget, the good work of this small Crown now organisation will be able to continue to do their good work in our communities across the country. Kia ora.
Members, this debate is concluded. The question is that the motion be agreed to. Those of that opinion will say aye. To the contrary, no. The ayes have it. The ayes have it. Party vote's been called for. I'll ask the clerk for a party vote.
New Zealand National.
59 in favour.
New Zealand Labour.
34 votes in favour.
Green Party.
14 votes in favour.
New Zealand First.
7 votes opposed.
Māori Party.
3 in favour.
Mana.
1 in favour.
Act New Zealand.
1 in favour.
United Future.
1 in favour.
Brenton Horan.
Members, the ayes are 113, the noes are 7. The motion is agreed to.
Heritage New Zealand, Pouhere Taonga Bill, third reading.
Just before I move to the next part, can I just remind members that if you want a party vote, you must challenge the speaker at the time when the vote is given. So just reminding that you must challenge me and ask for a party vote. A party vote just doesn't follow automatically because the party votes no to the resolution. Call on government orders of the day numbers 3 and 4.
Credit contracts and financial services.